What is it like to have that on top of covering a traveling campaign?
Well, I do have the hide of a rhinoceros, so that helps. Let me tell you, it's been a wild ride for about a year and a half, and it is a unique experience to have an entire crowd of people, whether it is a open-air venue like we were today or a stadium with 10,000+ people booing you. And it's especially unique when they're actually saying your name and looking directly at you. And that's what happened today. That being said, Donald Trump was complaining about this idea that he has that the press doesn't show his crowds, which is just factually untrue. The cameras that are there, there's a number of cameras. He sees them all. Oftentimes, when he's playing to the camera and saying we don't move our cameras to show these crowds, the cameras are all looking in opposite directions, showing the crowds. And not to mention, we are penned in. The campaign doesn't allow the cameras to even leave to go get more crowd pictures. We also have Jacob Rascone, who talks to voters on a daily basis, Trump voters on a daily basis, up and down crowds on MSNBC all day long. So the idea that we're not showing this movement is just factually incorrect. Donald Trump also does know this to be incorrect. He's joked in private with reporters about how he understands how the pool camera works. And Brian, I don't need to explain it to you, but I'll explain it to our audience. The pool camera is one camera that sits in the middle of the press area, and it shoots the candidate, and it stays on the candidate at all times because we're trying to get what the candidate says, and it goes out to all of the networks. That camera is stationary. It is never supposed to move. The rest of the networks have their own cameras that move all the time and show their feeds alongside that pool camera. And Donald Trump has joked in private, because he is a man who does entertainment for a living. He understands how it works, or he used to at least. He understands the production quality of this, and he's joked about how he knows how a pool camera works. So this is a shtick that he does. It's to rile up his base. It's to give them an excuse for polls that might not be in his favor. It's to give them an excuse to berate somebody other than Donald Trump and to blame somebody for something that doesn't look as good as they want it to look.
Nicole Wallace, having said that and having heard that, difficult to picture a 41, 43 McCain, Romney, Obama calling out members of the media for derision at a public event.
Yeah, Katie is elegant and brave, but what it is bullying, and it's bullying a woman, and it's bullying a journalist that covers him. It's not only odd in politics, it's odd in public life. It's something that if any of our kids did in school, they'd probably be kicked out of public, private, religious. I mean, he has normalized cyberbullying. He has normalized this sort of bullying of a woman in a huge chanting crowd. He has normalized behavior that maybe had its seed in standing up to what a lot of Republicans think is a biased media, but it has taken on a life of its own that is dangerous and sinister, and in the end will not help him win. It will be part of